So there's that. Yeah, that is a common thing of Hitler had a grand total of 1 ball. Shovel Knight. I have not played Shovel Knight as of yet, but it looks really good. I've seen a few Let's Plays on it. Looks like a lot of fun. I'm actually looking forward to, potentially, Mighty Number 9. I've never been very good at any of the Mega Man games, but I like the idea of there being another Mega Man-ish game out. And yeah, Dead Space was good until 3. 3's still not bad, though. It's just, they saw money and wanted it. And you can't really, fault them for that. Money is good. God damn it. There we go. Hold until relieved, hold until relieved, hold until relieved. Wait, are we on the west bank of the canal? Or do I need to go all the way over there? Okay, good. We are on the appropriate side of the canal. Zelda games. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. One moment. Okay, how do you do that? Ah, there we go. There we go. And Tengen Tetris. Okay, just had to ban that guy because he was being annoying. But Tengen Tetris, awesome. Tengen Tetris was actually fairly well made, and following Revan to war. Now that's an interesting question. Yes. From what I had read, from what I've read of the lore when it came to that, Revan was actually kind of in the right when it came to a lot of that. However, when he turned Sith, that's when I would have said, "Are you sure we're still the good guys?" Although, in all reality, yep, it is almost. God damn it! And ho, Dovahkiin are cool, and they are. Jedi versus Predator. I've asked this question so many times myself. It depends on the Jedi, depends on the Predator. There'll be some who will say a Predator can be defeated by any Jedi, from the weakest apprentice up to the greatest master. And that's just not true. If a Jedi can be defeated by a Mandalorian, a Jedi can be defeated by a Predator. So if you take an average Jedi Knight versus, say, an average Predator, you might... It would be 50-50 chance of one or both, of one winning. If you take a Jedi apprentice versus a, say, a skilled Predator, the Predator will win all the time. The thing is, even though the Predator usually loses in whatever media he's in, that's usually because the characters he's fighting has plot armor. Batman isn't going to be killed by some generic Predator. He's not going to be killed by Bill the Predator, because that would just be stupid. Any books that had a really good, that were good but had really bad endings? That could be any number of books. I could be here all day talking about that. Boba Fett versus the Predator. Boba Fett would win versus most Predators. But then again, there's a good chance that if he went up like against a master Predator who was like 1,000 years old, he'd probably lose. Because ultimately, you got to realize when it comes to the Predators, they live a lot longer than your average human. So they would be able to learn a lot more in that given time. So if you've got like say, a 15-year-old Jedi going up against a Predator that's about a couple thousand years old, the Predator's going to win. Because he's going to know what to do and when to do it, and what not to do and when not to do it. Krogan versus Predator. You know, if it's somebody like Rex, might be a draw. And from what I've heard about Episode 7, I don't like the looks of the Boba Fett movie. Well, see, the thing is, the Terminator's movies really stand on their own. If you watch T1 and T2, those would be great. And really, in my opinion, T2 should have been the last movie in the Terminator franchise. They won! Sith Lord versus an experienced Predator. Well, it depends on the Sith Lord. But my money would probably go on the Predator. I mean, the Force only does so much. There's actually a really good Boba Fett versus Batman. Well, since I'm a Batman fan, Batman would win, because Batman wins it against every... That would be a draw. Fuck it. I'll be a bitch like that and just say, it's a draw. It's a draw. But I remember a really good Thrawn quote where it's like, just because you have the Force doesn't make you God. Because Thrawn basically was able to stare down a Sith Lord who was like, I have taken control of the entire ship. Okay, well, how are you going to control those 30,000 people? Do you know the disposition of the enemy ships? Do you know how many ships are going to be there? Do you know what tactics are they going to use? So, yeah. And yeah, Batman versus Superman. Batman will win every time because the fans are on his side. As long as he has the fans, Batman will always win. Predators usually live to be about 1,000 years old. Usually. God damn it. Palps would win. Palps is almost a living god, so Predators couldn't really fight against that. Now, like, if you had the Predators siding with, like, you know, some humans, or using really good tactics, stuff like that, then we'll see. But Palps is almost to the point of being a god. Favorite Batman villain? Asks Dovahkiin or Cool. Mr. Freeze has always been my favorite. Just from Batman the Animated Series, he was a very cool villain, very tragic, and he didn't get nearly as stupid as he could have. And in Batman vs. the Predator 3, which would be the third comic, he actually does go up against some Predators and basically runs away because they can't see him. A Predator Jedi? I don't know, we'd have to see. I saw the very first Predator movie for the first time on TV, actually. The very first time I ever saw it all the way through was when, before AMC became what it is today, they used to show movies and they had this thing called Predator's Day, where for President's Day, they showed the very first Predator movie over and over again. Well, yeah, Heath Ledger's Joker is great, but he still is not... He's great, but it's not my favorite, though. Luke theoretically should be able to beat Revan just because Luke is supposed to be the most powerful Jedi in history. And if that's the case, then he should be able to defeat Revan, because Revan shouldn't be, because they never said he was. Although the whole thing with that is just... It's a mess. Canonically. And then now with all the new continuity coming along, the only good thing I can imagine from the new continuity that would actually be good is a Star Wars versus Star Trek. New Trek versus New Wars. I would see that. I would watch that. I would enjoy that. Quite a bit, in fact. I do not know who Bobby Lee Swagger is. But if he's a decently seasoned warrior, then probably the decently seasoned warrior. Back to the bridge. Fullback. Mark Hamill. I would say he was the best Joker until Heath Ledger. I mean, Heath Ledger, man, he owned that part so much. Oh, damn. Okay, fine. Where am I being shot from? Mark Hamill is good, but Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger. Old Heath. Old Heath bar. Alright, let's just pop up in here. Oh, let's get on the machine gun. Oh, the MG42. I do not know who the sniper played by Marky Mark was. I might recognize the movie, though. And yes, Psychic Mario 64, Tengen Tetris is definitely not nearly as easy as the later ones. And this is somewhat similar to that battle, but this is actually this whole battle we're fighting right here in this game is actually more of a reference to an earlier D-Day film called The Longest Day. Oh, Shooter! Oh, yeah! Okay. Yeah, I think he'd win against the Predator. Oh, yes. But yes, this whole bridge fight here is more or less a reference to The Longest Day. I was actually referencing the movie when I was saying, hold until relieved. Hold until relieved. The Longest Day is probably my favorite of the various D-Day films, to be perfectly honest. Because it's just... Well, some of the people that were in it actually did fight in the war itself, which was pretty cool. It's an interesting concept, really, the idea of, damn it all to hell. Hexen! A good game, Dovahkiin cool. And that game... Hey, no problem putting up that review, because it did need to be reviewed. Hexen has aged rather well, although I will admit it is obtuse, but, well, it's a good combination of FPS and adventure game. I have not met anyone famous randomly. I have gotten gotten autographs from Robert Picardo, Tim Russ, and Q. John DeLance, that's his name. And I also met Sandal Bergman, who played Valeria in Conan. And all of them were cool, although I will admit John DeLance was kind of an asshole. But then again, he was Q, so that's not too surprising. I actually even was able to convince, and I will always tell this story because I love being able to tell this story. I was able to convince Robert Picardo to go see Pacific Rim, which is one of my favorite movies. Telly, awesome. And, well, yeah, that is kind of weird. I'm not going to repeat it here. But, yeah, that is a little weird. And, yeah, I did meet Q, Barry Daisy. He was cool enough, but he was kind of an asshole compared to Robert Picardo and Tim Russ. And Sandal Bergman was really cool. I really liked her, actually. And I'll tell you this. Valeria has aged quite well indeed. She's like in her goddamn 60s. And so I would definitely say she's still, as we say in the vernacular, MILF-worthy. Let's see, and we got more tanks coming out. That is not a historically accurate tank. My god, this game is 0 out of 10. Let's see, I'll grab me another Panzerfaust. Let's see, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Oh, destroying incoming tank. Well, I thought he did! He's dead! He killed them all. Made some more orphans. My god, that's horrible. Oh, there he is. Okay. Come on, and... God damn it. Alright, well, we gotta take out that tank. Get some health already, god damn it! 0 out of 10. If it existed, the entire universe would probably end. Favorite scene from Aliens. Power loader scene. You got a giant mech suit versus a giant monster. Shit. I'll read the chat in just a minute after I've blown up that thing. Yes! Comics. Well, yes, I do. That's like asking me if I drink water. Yes. Or breathe air. I breathe air only on the weekends. During the week? No. Just CO2. God damn it. But yes, I have not read The Killing Joke, although I've heard the M-Man go on and on about how the colors are wrong. About how it's supposed to have whimsical colors because it's from the Joker's perspective. Oh god, General Lotz does not sing. Well, not anymore. And Killing Floor 2, the old thing of graphics card and money. I can't get it. Even if I had, and even if I could, I couldn't play it. Shit. Ah, goddammit. Did I get it? No, didn't. If I remember which keyboard control that was. And yeah, I do read a lot of comics. My comic shelf is considerably larger than it once was. Eat Mills Bomb! Save. Battle between an elder predator and a queen? I would imagine so. I think there was one in a comic, but I don't remember which one it was. God damn it! Yeah, why couldn't they just make like, you know, infrared Panzerfaust? I mean, like, come on, man. Such technology did not exist yet. Favorite game of all time. That's just a very hard thing to determine. For me, there is no favorite amongst them all. There's favorite in different categories of games. Maybe Doom, just because that's the one game I can play and not get tired of it instantly. Alright, good. We finally got that fucking tank. I cannot do a room tour mainly because most of that's kind of... there were some events that took place at the early part of 2014 that basically saw most of that end up getting either destroyed or sold. So really, the room as it once was isn't there anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, favorite movie ever? It used to be Aliens. When it comes to action cinema, I would say, god damn it, I would say Pacific Rim is my favorite, with Aliens being a close second. But if I wanted favorite movie of all time, Moonrise Kingdom. A very, very well-made film by Wes Anderson. It's very emotional, very, god damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to reload via an older save. Yeah, it's not too bad. And Colin 376, a higher cast of alien than the Queen. Yeah, Queen Mother. That was seen in Aliens: The Female War, actually. Has the ability to control xenomorphs the entire galaxy over. Oh yeah, that's easy. Let's just cross the bridge with all the people shooting at... we're not going to cross the bridge. We'll just climb up here and try to get from there. Oh, did I get it? Get it! No! Damn it all to hell. Run! Run! Freddy Krueger versus generic mid-tier Jedi Knight. Oh, God. Oh, you know what's funny? Mizio and I used to have that same argument all the time. It was a lot of fun, actually. But the answer, of course, would just be probably Freddy. Now, if it were like a Jedi Master, then it would be a bit... it'd be a bit more of a tough fight. And against Luke, he'd stand no chance. Okay, now, let's grab the rockets. Let's just get set up there. Alright. Take some cover. Take more cover. Well, no, because see, Freddy actually can use mind powers and things of that nature, so that it wouldn't come down to a lightsaber duel anyway. It would come down to a battle in the center of the mind, as TV tropes would say. Well, I don't think you'd actually see any 12-year-old Jedi Knights. They'd probably just be an apprentice. Damn it all. Too high. Although, actually, if the Jedi Knight was able to become, if that Jedi was able to become that at age 12, it'd probably be sort of a prodigy, and so it might stand more of a chance. Might being the operative word. Did I get it? No, it's too low, and I'm probably gonna get shot trying to get over here. Oh dearie me. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know how people do streams. Sitting here for 3 is about to kill my back. Well, only to a point could a Jedi do that. They'd have to be really, really well trained and generally have a good amount of willpower. Just start shooting. Kill all. The most fun review is probably the most obvious, and that was, of course, Doom. No, I take that back. Doom was one of the most fun reviews of the second era of my reviews. Probably the most fun review was Rise of the Triad, the remake. If I actually ever get around to it, I may release the bloopers for that. But that was it was a very fun review to do. Darth Revan versus Sidious. Revan might pull it out. How much, depending on his plot armor. Okay, there we go. That ought to hit him. God damn! I bet it is hitting him. It's just, the game just isn't registering it. Okay. No, I don't want the fucking Lee Enfield. Give me the fucking Panzerfaust? The Panzerfaust. Okay, come on. God damn it. Come on, hit him. Yes! Reinforcements arriving in a minute 12. You must simply hold until relieved. Hold until relieved. What? Oh, come on! Fucking kidding me? I've been shooting these people all day long and you don't complain about it. Then do it by accident, and what? Okay. Shit! Fucking Krauts. Come on. Fire! Shoot! Got him! Do you shoot that box you used in Turok in the Turok review? I shot a box in that? I don't remember that. Oh, we're talking about the punching bag. No, not as much anymore. Although I did test it a while back to see how well the bayonet on my SKS would work. It worked quite well. Lo Wang versus Doom Guy. Honestly, they would never fight each other because they're both for the forces of good. But it depends. I honestly think if it came down to a drinking contest between Lo Wang and Doom Guy, I think Lo Wang might beat out the Doom Guy a little bit. Maybe. Freddy versus Ash. Ash, just because he'd have enough plot armor to do it. And he might be able to, like, use the magic... Actually, I think he did fight. I think Ash did fight Freddy at some point. Or at the very least, he fought Jason. I forget exactly, because that was a comic I haven't read in years. But I do believe there was an Army of Darkness and at the very least, Jason crossover. Oh, the bow. I never really get a chance to shoot the bow all that much, just because there's no real place to go and shoot it at. And I'm more of a gun fan than anything else. And I don't really have a problem with the bow and arrow, but I've just never been very good with it compared to shooting. Dive into the hole. Oh, come on. Why can't we have Stinger missiles? This isn't fair. Just imagine if we were stuck using a Piat. Corvo versus the Predator. Asks Colin376. Well, Corvo is a very powerful super character. So my money's going on him. Or it could be a draw if you really wanted to have bad writing. Devakir Cool, I do not recall what question that was. Been getting quite a few. Oh, Freddy and Ash? Yeah, Freddy and Ash. There's actually, I believe, a comic series based around that. Well, I did not fap hard enough. And so I did not blow up that tank. That is not good. Okay. Let's see if we can't fap the tank a little bit better this time. God damn it. Well, I didn't really mean to do that, but that got him. And I promptly died. In war, there is no prize for the runner-up. Okay. Let us see. God damn it, that's a lot of crux. Hold until relieved. There is theoretically... Oh, Dowd from that game. That game with the guy in it. I probably could take the Predator too. Once again, depending on how much plot armor he has. And Devakir Cool, I have seen Doctor Who. It's not my thing, though. Not my thing at all. A 1,000-year-old Predator fully armed and experienced. Would he be the deadliest sci-fi creature? Of the non-God mode aliens, we're not talking like any, like, the non-powered ones, like he can't use mind bullets, he's not fucking Cthulhu, he's just a physical creature who's an alien. Yeah, he'd probably be pretty bloody powerful. He'd be like almost a one-man army. But I don't think, the thing is, if you have to look at it like this. Favorite tank? Sherman. I like the Sherman mainly because it's one of those tanks that it's boring and practical at the same time. used to be, I would say it was the Tiger tank. Because everybody likes that Tiger tank. It's big, it's powerful. It's got an 88mm penis replacement gun. But I saw an interview with an old German tanker who was basically talking about, like, yeah, we may have had big guns and big armor, but your tanks ran like clockwork. And I was like, yeah, he's right. So you might have your great tanks and all your good armor. It doesn't do you much good if you can't get to the battlefield. So it's like, well, the Sherman may not have been the best, but at least it ran. And so that's how it became my favorite. Crap, that is a lot of enemies literally everywhere, and I've got no health. This is the only time where having regenerative health isn't a bad thing. Should I save? No. Actually, I think it's a British guy. Sorry, British man. Sorry, Lieutenant Miles Davis. Did not mean to shoot you in the back. Okay, where's the tank? Help reinforcements clear the area of any remaining enemies. Oh. There he is, I see him. Alright, so we've... debrief with Captain Price. Got a grand total of 1 tiny sliver of health. Alright, so we held the bridge until we were relieved. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so at 12 o'clock my time, I will be ending the stream, so we'll just get as far as we can in this next mission. The enemy is always listening. Even though Doom Guy versus the alien, do you even have to ask? I mean, come on, Psychic Mario, it's fucking Doom Guy. He's able to fight Satan himself. Military show, I've gone to an air show once, and rather enjoyed it. Outside of that, not really. It's 11:43 now, so... And Devin Kinnicool says he saw the Oblivion review. Oh yeah, that magic light bulb thing. The cheap 50-cent light bulb. Oh. I'd imagine all our clocks are a bit different. All of our clocks are different. Some are bigger, some are smaller. But it's how you use them is all that matters. Shit. Who's shooting at me? And I think I may sneeze. And I did. Playable German Shepherd from COD. Oh god. You know he'd get plot armor 60 millimeters thick, so yeah. Although there's actually a really shitty novel that has the Xenomorph go up against a resurrected saber-toothed tiger and a bear and lose. Hacking the stream? Well, only I'm going to really care. I'm not popular enough that people would go like, how dare you, sir? Who's this General Lotz guy? Probably bring me even more popularity. Hack it so I'm more popular. But yeah, there was a novel where the Xenomorph lost to a saber-toothed tiger and a bear. Are you fucking kidding me? Well then, Osmo, you know that book sucks. Because, like, okay, a Xenomorph skin can shrug off bullets. Bullets! Claws ain't gonna pierce it. And even if it does, it's got acid blood! If you're a fucking bear and you're able to break through a Xenomorph's skin, then, well, guess what? You just get a mouthful of acid and die. Yeah, but I just don't see a bear succeeding. It's too slow for one. And besides, a xenomorph is just... It's better than a bear! And also, a xenomorph can bite through steel and stuff like that. Bear even if he crushed it with its weight, he would still get melted by the acid, though. That's the problem. And thank you, Dovahkiin Cool. I'm glad I'm one of your favorites. Let's see. But yeah, I mean... Yeah, but they can't... Well, see... I just don't see a bear taking on a xenomorph and winning. And that book was weird anyway. Because, like, the main character was from the Isle of Wight, of all places. And to anyone watching who might or might not be from the Isle of Wight, I'm not saying your island is bad. I'm just saying that when you have your grand space adventure, having a guy from the Isle of Wight is just kind of a weird choice. Wait, they put baking soda on the acid? Okay, now that's bullshit. I'm sorry. This is space alien super acid. Baking soda ain't gonna do shit to that. And thank you, Psychic Mario 64. I'm glad I'm the greatest reviewer ever. And nobody has recognized me for my videos, because I'm nowhere near popular enough for that. To do that, I'd have to have like 100,000 subscribers or something. Crap. I don't know if a bear could take any xenomorph. I mean, come on, it's a bear! It's a bear! I mean, like, it's easy to kill a bear, provided you have a rifle that's powerful enough to kill one. Okay. No. T-1000 versus Alien Queen. T-1000. T-1000 could probably own almost any creature. Blade Runner is not a bad film, but it wasn't really my thing when I saw it. So, yeah. Well, Dovahkiin Cool, I'm glad you didn't mistake me for Spoonie. Betrayal! Betrayed me! Eat Mills Bomb. I mean, I get that bears are cool, but it's like a xenomorph though is faster. It can okay. Let me put it this way: can a bear, even a polar bear, can a bear survive vacuum? I think not. Incidentally, though, you want to know something kind of cool? There's actually it's a true story, surprisingly enough, because there's actually pictures of it. The Poles in World War II actually used a trained bear to haul artillery shells. And at least according to the research I did, which, I mean, I read it on Wikipedia, he never even dropped a single shell. So, okay, maybe you have something about it when it comes to bears, but xenomorphs always win. Resident Evil 3 was in fact the only classic Resident Evil that I liked for the longest of time, until I finally was able to learn this thing called patience. And when I learned this patience concept, I was finally able to enjoy the other ones in the series. Colonel Colin 376. Jill Sandwich. Although, you know what's funny? I finally just got the joke for Jill Sandwich. Oh my god, this is where my brain goes. So, Jill Sandwich. You know, what Jill does in the privacy of her own home with, you know, Barry and, you know, Chris, that's her business, okay? You know, that's between her and all the fanfic writers and all the porn artists. Okay, you know... Devin Kindercool asks if I like Daggerfall, and what do I think of it, and I do not really like Daggerfall that much. I need more patience to play it. It's very difficult. Sabretooth against a Xenomorph. The thing is acid, man! Acid! The acid would kill anything, would kill it. Well, all the puzzles in the Resident Evil games are tough. Really, really tough. And I knew I'd get shot. Yeah, the 1911. Although, you know what's funny? I've actually seen in many places that the 1911 is actually not as good as everyone says it is. And you know what's really sad? Is I actually have to say that I agree with some of the gun guys on YouTube and on the internet that maybe the 1911 isn't as good. Yep. Psychic Mora says, I believe the Jill sandwich is on page 27 of the Gamer's Kama Sutra. I would think so. You know what? I just don't see a Sabretooth winning against a Xenomorph. I think the Sabretooth is going to go too slow, and the Xenomorph is going to come up behind him and cut his head off. That's Barry Daisy. That actually is not it's a comic called AVP versus Terminator, and that comic is actually takes place after Skynet's taken down, but it still shows some classic Terminators getting completely destroyed. My favorite handgun. Well, it depends on what my favorite handgun is that I own and what I don't own. The one that I really like that I don't own is probably gonna have to be the Beretta M9. The one that I do own, my favorite, is probably gonna be my Polish P64, which more or less is a Polish clone of the PPK. It's not mechanically similar, but it looks like it, more or less. And the 1911 is really kind of overhyped because I'm reminded of my grandfather having a lot of problems with his. I don't know. The Sabretooth is... whatever. I can't believe I'm having an argument about a Sabretooth versus a Xenomorph. It's like saying, is a Jeep more powerful than a tank, Osimo? The tank is going to crush the Jeep. But then, of course, the obvious response is, well, what if the Jeep has a recoilless rifle in the back? And then I will simply say, screw you! Because you're right. Still don't see a Xenomorph losing to anything, though. Eventually, I am going to try to pick up a Beretta. I don't actually own one. The only full-size 9mm that I have is a Smith & Wesson model 5946. That's more or less just a clone of the Browning High Power. And yes, the Jeep could outrun the tank. Cheetah Xeno race. That gun is actually... I mentioned it in my Rise of the Triad review that it was a P64, but it actually is supposed to be a PPK. What about... Okay. Here's the thing, though, about the Sabretooth versus Alien. Okay, I might be willing to let it go. $50? Alien vs. Predator vs. the Terminator is $50? Holy shit! Maybe I should sell my copy for some money. Smith & Wesson 40 cal. I don't. That could actually be a subset of the 59 series, the Smith & Wesson Model 59 series. It's T-Rex versus Praetorian. Okay, I might let it go where the Praetorian gets killed by the T-Rex, because the T-Rex does have extremely crushing bite strength. Don't think T-Rex can take on a Queen, though. Because once again, you got to remember the Queen is not only tough, but it's also a sapient being. So, meaning it's tough and smart all at the same time. War would end if the dead could return. Morgan Freeman. Well, it depends. Does he have Batman backing him up? But then again, okay, Sabretooth versus the alien, right? What about this though? What about the Night Cougar versus the Sabretooth? The Night Cougar alien from Kenner. And Revy, I am not that excited for Jurassic World, mainly because it doesn't look that good. It has the effects, but honestly, after all this time, what can they do? I think it's just going to be more or less a rehash of the first film. And apparently people are really hyped for that movie just because Chris Pratt is in it. And I don't even know who Chris Pratt is. It's like, Chris Pratt is in it! Who's that? Night Cougar Xenomorph for the win. Is that something we both can agree on, Osimo? Is that the Night Cougar Xenomorph would defeat all? And hell, you know what? Okay, even if the bear could take down the Xenomorph, you know what? Fine. Let's say he wins. Then all the Queen's got to do is just make a face hugger, and then he face hugs that bear. Bear Xenomorph. I wouldn't mind seeing a bear Xenomorph. There's actually an alligator Xenomorph in Batman vs. the Alien. Oh, Chris Pratt is from Guardians of the Galaxy. Because, see, I didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to see it at some point, though, because I've heard it's really good. Shit. Come on, you cunt. There he is. I know that Guardians of the Galaxy is supposed to be great, but it's just... It did not appeal. It looked like it was one of those movies that was overhyped. It's like, oh, this is the greatest movie ever! It's like, really? It didn't look that good. Especially after I was kind of disappointed by the quality of X-Men Days of Future Past. Not saying Days of Future Past wasn't good, it just wasn't as good as hyped. But then again, that's hype for you. Morgan Freeman versus Chuck Norris. Yeah, the talking raccoon was, maybe it was good. I don't know. New Mad Max, not yet, but I do want to see it. That's actually one movie I was pretty hyped for. Really? What the hell? I didn't mean to climb down here. Ah, whatever. The old talking raccoon. I need to go all the way down there. God damn it. Who's shooting at me? There you are. I've actually been a pretty big fan of Mad Max. Thought the first movie was pretty good. And the second movie was alright. And the third movie was, well, it was a movie. It was certainly a movie. Alright, so now... God damn it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we made it pretty far today. Definitely went and shot ourselves some krauts. What about a Spinosaurus versus the Queen? It's supposedly bigger than T-Rex and can actually use its arms. Well, see, the thing is, the biological Spinosaurus aegypticus was actually not as powerful as some would think. The Predator T-Rex, no. the T-Rex had superior bite strength, whereas the Spinosaurus did not. The Spinosaurus is mainly a fish eater. So, Spinosaurus versus the Queen probably wouldn't win just because it is technically a weaker animal. As for the Max Payne series, I've played Max Payne 1 and 2, but not 3. Max Payne 1 was pretty good. Max Payne 2, also pretty decent. And I don't remember... I have not seen Mad Max 2 in so long that I don't remember the ending to it. And what if Thor and Loki got face-hugged? Well, I have a feeling they'd survive it. Because technically, they're stronger than humans, so they'd probably survive the initial shock, and they'd probably grow back all the various organs easily enough. But the xenomorph that was born from it would be pretty difficult to kill, I can tell you that. T-Rex facehugger. Well, it would be even larger than the alligator the alligator xenomorph. Alright, so it is 12 o'clock. So give me any questions that you want, and I'll answer them, and then I'll call it a day. Because I'm actually kind of tired myself. Ugh. Down to 7 people. Whap. I like how you put the end of the barrel. Poke. Wow, I guess I shouldn't do that. Let's see. Favorite food? Pizza. Homemade pizza. Generic, I know, but it does its job. And Colin376 says, I had a joke once that Xenos couldn't break out of their chest. They might not be able to. They might not be able to do that. And what's the longest time you spend playing a game in one sitting? Back in the day, I used to spend way longer than I do today. But these days, I spend about an hour or so. If it's a really good game, it'll, of course, go up. I remember when I played Bioshock Infinite. I basically, as soon as I came back from work, I would basically just play that game for hours and hours and hours because it was that good. God, Bioshock Infinite was a good game. It'd be nice if I could play it again. I'd stream that if I could. Let's see. When will the next stream be? Not sure, honestly. I just kind of do these at random right now. So we'll just have to see. And 26 hours straight? I've probably done that before. Back in the day with KOTOR. You know, I'd start like in the morning and wouldn't stop until it was night. Shoot that kraut. And shoot that kraut. And that one. And that one! My god, it's just raining krauts. And another one. I will end the stream as soon as we have cleared the fascist menace. Okay, so anyway, well, and spending 26 hours on New Vegas is not bad. But in any event, I will see you guys later.